Alright. And actually, let me go ahead and place a marker here for where the run is going to start. Because I need to actually do like a timer or something. But I think at the time being, we're just going to use in-game time. Because I'm also not using speed up. Here we go. Gotta go talk to Mom. Alright, we got our Poké Gear. I'm also not really doing it in like a speed run format. There we go. Okay. I mean, he's still using email to confer with people, so a little weird. Now, the good thing about Gen 2 is the physical special split is based on type. There we go. We got the Houndour. Now, the one thing that I'm gonna have to be cognizant of is the Pokemon that I actually have to have for pretty much for each type, right? And I'm gonna have to be aware of what I need for HM users. Okay. Let's see his stats. So attack 12, defense, special attacker, semi-speedy special attacker. Starting off with Leer and Ember. All right. We'll get Roar at level 7. Then Smog, which will be decent enough for coverage. Part of the problem I'm going to have, well, not even really a problem I'm going to have, but I'll have to fight bug types. Bug types are going to be a little bit of an issue. Fighting types are going to be a little bit of an issue. We are going to battle a lot of Pokemon on the way up. I am going to need a flyer, so Pidgey will be necessary. I need somebody for Cut, which I think Bellsprout, maybe. Ba, ba, ba. Why is it constantly saving? What's that? W or mm, huh. Welcome back, Ink. I'm trying to figure out why it's constantly doing this little save deal every time I attack. I don't understand why. Nah, you're good. No worries at all. Uh, I don't understand why it's doing that. Because see, it pops that up. So the reason I picked Houndour mostly is because you can't get Houndour in the Johto games until you get all the way through to Kanto, and you have to get it all the way by in between Erica and Sabrina. It's the only route you can get Houndour on. So, because I actually personally love Houndour, I love dark types in general. But Houndour and Umbreon, I absolutely adore. One, I think the design is fantastic. There we go, we got another berry. And I figure running Houndour and doing it as a solo line run, especially because Houndour is in the slow experience threshold, it would actually be kind of worth it, you know? And before this physical special split, it's actually really entertaining to use them. So I figure without getting the chance to use them normally, running them through as a solo line run might be fun. Fire and Ghost. Yeah, Ceruledge is really cool. Chandelure is really cool. The one thing I don't like about Chandelure is Chandelure is so slow. So it makes it very hard to use because he's kind of frail. Great special attacker. Fantastic special attacker. Hits like a fucking freight train. But doesn't last very long. You need a little bit of speed to make it just that much better, you know? There we go. I think Ceruledge is kind of a really good Oh, yeah. I think Serledge, honestly, is better than Chandelure. Just because it has the speed to be able to back it up. Like, even you can also use Shadow Sneak, but I don't even think Chandelure gets it, and plus Shadow Sneak is physical, so it leverages its weaker stat. See, why does it do that every single time? I don't understand. But as you can see, like, I'm still at level 5. So in the slow experience growth rate, that would be from Legends Arceus. So that'd be Hisuian Typhlosion. Which, I mean, is great because you Choice Scarf Eruption. And I mean, Typhlosion still plays the same way between Hisuian and regular Typhlosion. You Choice Scarf Eruption that, and it just dominates everything. And it'll absolutely just, like, level in all the parties. The only thing you have to worry about is if somebody has a Drizzlemon, or if you're going against a water type, but I mean... Eruption at full power is what, 250 base power? Plus stab? So, I mean, it's kind of one of those where very little will actually survive it. I'm actually not a fan of any of the Ultra Beasts, really. Like, I understand the concept of them, but the Ultra Beasts, like, as a whole, I think Mind Blown is a really interesting move from Blacephalon, but it's just, to me, I think the Ultra Beasts were kind of just meh. You know, the designs could kind of use a little bit of work. It was mostly the stat spread that I couldn't get around, you know? Like, yeah, it was, everything had its one attribute that it was just fantastic at, but otherwise it was just super frail. And then the typings for most of them, not that great, honestly. Most all of them had a common weakness or a severe quad weakness. And I'm looking at Kartana on that one. Had almost no special defense, had almost no physical defenses, and quad weak to fire. Like, don't get me wrong, pretty speedy, extremely good physical attacker, but Steel Grass is horrible typing. Like, it really is. And then the Beast Boost thing, like, if you had Naganadel, it really didn't help you because it just made it faster, and it was already, like, one of the fastest mons in the game anyway. So, it was pretty much useless on that. I mean, I understand why it had an ass typing, because, again, every Ultra Beast had Beast Boost. So you got one kill with Kartana, you were boosting your attack stat through the fucking roof. So, I mean, it had to be balanced by having that god-awful typing. You know? It was the only way to balance it, because if they didn't balance it that way, Kartana gets one kill off and absolutely bodies everything else. And it snowballs. Just one after the other, you know? Which, it's kind of ironic considering they gave essentially the same ability to the Calyrex Ice Rider and Calyrex Shadow Rider following that, you know? Like, what the hell? Like, what do you do in that situation, you know? Get some heal items just in case. So here is kind of where everything has some issues, right? In this. This is where this is going to be very, very difficult. Because with the slow experience rate, I'm still pretty low leveled with Houndour. And he's going to have Totodile. So I'm going to have to fight every optional trainer on the way up. I don't think I have a choice on that one. Otherwise, I'm going to be severely underleveled. And then add to the fact that the badge boost isn't going to affect Dark type. Because there's no Dark type gym leader. So I'm not going to get badge boosted for my Dark type damage at all. And then I'm not going to get a badge boost for Flamethrower that I'll learn later on until I beat Blaine, and that's Gym 7 in Kanto. So I'm going to be working with essentially no badge boosts the entire time. And then the coverage move of Smog, I won't even have, you know? Okay, we got the burn. That's actually really big. We needed to get that burn. And Leer isn't actually going to do much of anything. Like, you really got to hope that Kartana gets a better... Like, that they get a better deal, but... Honestly, I think Gen 7 did a lot of disservice to the Pokemon franchise, just kind of as a whole. I mean, it's 2 times weak to fighting, but I mean, it's the quad weakness. It's the 4 times weak to fire that's a problem. With Steel and Grass, I mean... It's gonna resist flying because of the steel type and then be weak to it, so flying is neutral to it. Ground is also neutral to it because grass resists ground, but steel is weak to it. It is immune to poison, which is kind of a big deal. You know? But, I mean, it's so common for everybody to have a fire type. You know? Like, that's just such a common thing. That... It's really common to have a fire type because everybody starts with either a water, grass, or fire, and then you really want to kind of move everything to where you actually get, yeah, everybody has Flamethrower on their fire types. It's like the one move that everybody's like, this is what we're getting. This is what we're putting on there. If we need a strong fire type move, Flamethrower. There we go. The only other option, I mean, really is like Flare Blitz on a physical fire type, but the vast majority of fire types are using Flamethrower anyway, even if you have a physical fire type Pokemon. Now, before I forget, let me also take my medication. There we go. If anybody knows how to get the stupid, like, red lettering to go away from a Visual Boy Advance emulator, then please tell me. Please let me know. Yeah, Guzzlord was a massive disappointment. I mean, quad weak to Fairy. It's gonna be... So, Dark and Dragon. Oh, you're good, Ink. No worries. Let the catching tutorial go through so I can just click through it. I mean, what else does Guzzlord have quad weaknesses to? I know he's absolutely got a quad weakness to Fairy. He's 2 times weak to Dragon, 2 times weak to Ice, 2 times weak to Fighting. But what else? You know? What else is the 4 times weakness to? But I mean, you also have Salamence that's 4 times weak to Ice. You have Ray Ray that's 4 times weak to Ice. Until Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. Dragonite quad weak to Ice. And the only Ice type, there were only 2 Ice type moves in Gen 1. It was Ice Beam and Blizzard. And most Pokemon couldn't learn, well, I mean, all water types could learn both the Ice type moves. Do I have... Okay, I do have Pokeballs. I'm going to need to catch the Sentret. Because I'm going to need Rock Smash, Strength. I need Surf. I need Cut. I'm pretty sure Sentret... Let me double check. Actually, let me double check. I'm pretty sure Sentret can learn all of the, or can learn a lot of them. So let me double check myself because I never remember. Need Gen 2. So, okay, so it can learn Cut and Surf. So that's 2 of my HMs that I need. Got it. All right. Immunity to Psychic is great to have. Oh, yeah. Because Psychic in the early games is so OP. But in Gen 2, specifically, Steel type is so broken to have. If you have Steel type, it's great. Because it resists Dark. It resists... Does it? I don't remember. No, it doesn't. It doesn't resist Dark in the before Gen 4. But you're resistant to like so much shit. Like honestly, if Fortress was anything other than Steel Bug, if it was Steel and anything else, then it would be so much better. But that quad weakness to Fire is such a big hindrance. Straight up, it really is. Because that Steel and Bug typing is just like, ugh, why? Like, don't get me wrong, I understand it. Because you're coming from Pineco, but still. The problem I do have with Houndour is he is very physically weak. You know? If he wasn't such a physically frail Pokemon, he'd be much better. Also, that slow experience rate is... Ooh, that's a problem. It's such a problem. But we have our Cut user, as well as our Surfer. So that's kind of good, actually. Now, the other thing about Gen 2 is there's no abilities in Gen 2, so there's no Levitate. And I'm pretty sure, if you wouldn't mind checking on Bulbapedia for me, Ink, or somebody in the chat, I'm pretty sure, oh yeah, Melmetal, like, base stat-wise, or whenever you have it fight everything else, I'm gonna need to grab Pidgey. I'm gonna need to grab Pidgey as a flyer. So we're gonna catch this. but Melmetal is like the second strongest or whatever of all Pokemon. Which is kind of nuts. I can't get this stupid thing to go away. Let me try this actually. Get that transparent layer off of there. There's my flyer, though. If the Houndour line can learn... What's it called? If they can learn Mud Slap. Because I forgot to... I backed out of what the TMHM learn list is for Houndour Houndoom. Because that's going to be kind of a big thing for Blaine, is I need to know a ground type move, and I'm not entirely sure. You know? Like, I'm not entirely sure if it can learn Mud Slap. It might be able to. Okay, so that was not what that was. Disable on-screen display. Let me try that. So I click transparent. I might have figured it out, though. We'll see. I need to fight all of these trainers. Like, I don't have a choice here. Hopefully disabling that actually does it. We'll find out in just a second. If it does it again with that little bright red text jump up. It doesn't. Okay, we're good. It doesn't, we're good. I figured it out. I figured out how to get that away. But I won't learn Smog until level 13. That's not good. Now, I don't have to do the Sprout Tower, but I'm going to because I need the levels. I need the leveling. I don't think I have a choice here. Even battling every wild Pokemon, every wild Pokemon and every optional trainer, I don't think I'll be high enough level because Faulkner is gonna see the... You didn't see it on there? Damn. Okay. So that means he's not gonna learn it. He's not gonna learn Mud Slap. But Faulkner is gonna see that Mud Slap is going to be super effective against, you saw Mud Shot? Was that for Gen 2 or for Gen, or for the current Gen? Because with Bulbapedia, when you get to the moveset list, you have to click the Gen 2 option. And I'm actually going to change the battle mode to set because I'm doing a solo line anyway, so I don't ever want to be asked if I'm going to change Pokemon again. I had forgotten totally about that. So we got to go into our options and battle mode to set. Yeah, no worries. No worries. I had totally forgotten about it as well until I went to grab the PNG files that are up above for Houndour and Houndoom for their little sprites. There we go. But you see how little that gives me for experience points? Like, that's nuts. Like, and the other thing is the level curve is so bad in Gen 2. We are gonna end up playing Crystal Legacy. Probably this month as well. It can learn Mud Slap? Alright, perfect. That's gonna be really big. Especially against Magnemites, which are relatively common that trainers have in Johto, especially once you get past Morty. So that will be kind of necessary. It's also going to be a really big use against Whitney's Miltank. And that's because Miltank with Rollout is going to be so hard for the Houndour line, because Houndour and Houndoom are weak to it being fire types. So I think we're gonna need to run it like that, you know? So this is gonna be, given the early game is kind of a grind set, but as a solo challenge, because here's the other thing, I also used to play the games back in the day completely solo running. Like, I was not worried about building a team. I was worried about getting whatever Pokemon I liked the best to be as strong as humanly possible, and then just wreck everything. I wasn't using setup moves or nothing. Okay, so Mom's calling us. Should I save it? Yeah, sure. And then Caterpie here. Like, as you can see, I'm only at level 8. And I mean, I'm barely getting any experience from anything. And it's a bitter berry. That's going to be great for paralysis, I think. Houndoom is a sledgehammer. Oh yeah, Houndoom is a great special attacker, and in Gen 2, both dark and fire typing are special attacks. And because in Gen 2, the physical special split didn't exist for individual moves, it was based on the type of move. So it's absolutely fantastic when it comes to that. The problem is that Houndoom is super frail on the physical side. And both rock and fighting type and ground type moves are all physical damaging moves, and they're all super effective against Houndoom. So, okay, hold on a second. I've got a string that's bugging the shit out of me. There we go. That was bugging the hell out of me. Caterpie's up here, so bugging. It was literally like I could see it coming down right barely in front of my eye, below my eyebrow. It was like, ah, get that out of my freaking eye. Like, holy shit. But, let's see. Oh, yeah. Houndoom and Houndour just have that really bad issue with physical defense. I forget, what was the special stat? Like, special defense isn't that much better, but it is a little bit better. But it is super weak to water type moves and doesn't really have an answer for them all too much. Like, crunch kind of works. Feint attack, bite kind of works. But it's still kind of one of those where it's like, ugh, that's... I don't know. I don't know. So, Gyarados is going to be a problem. Any Gyarados is going to be an issue because Gyarados is a pretty decent special wall. Like, yes, it's a physical attacker and can't really leverage that as much in this gen. But, especially, it's pretty tanky. And, I mean, I'm be hitting it neutrally with Crunch, right? But I don't get Crunch on Houndour until level 43, which is going to change for Houndour. Because that level is going to go up for the moveset. For how far it takes it. We got the crit one shot, that's good. And what did this lady have anything? I don't think so. No. Alright, so we're in Violet City. We are going to go straight for Sprout Tower. Now the good thing is because I have Ember to start, I'm not going to have any issue with ghost types. Add to the fact that if I can knock out ghost types immediately, then curse damage is going to be non-existent. But we are going to go through Sprout Tower, and we're only going through Sprout Tower because we need to use the, we need the experience. Like, there's just no two ways around it. We have to have the experience. And the good thing is that with Ember, I can pretty much get through Sprout Tower relatively easily. Like, this shouldn't be too much of a concern, right? It's just, it's going to take a little bit of time because there's a whole bunch of trainers that all have Bellsprout, so it's just going to have to be useful. Use Ember after Ember after Ember after Ember after Ember. And I'm hoping the Prophecy gets home before 4. So that way I can just continue to run through and hopefully get this solo run through in one solid stream. That's the goal. Because I don't want to have to cut it up, because I am going to be posting this to YouTube. So, just like a lot of my other streams, I will be posting it to YouTube as a solo run challenge through Pokemon Crystal. Just the Houndour line solo run. Got a paralyzed heal, okay. But not doing it as a speed run. You know, like, this is first playthrough. It's first playthrough as a solo line. So what time we get is kind of going to be our baseline. We may try to beat that on like a secondary or tertiary run. But as it stands currently, I think it'll be alright. But I am definitely finding out that I have to hit all of these extra trainers and all these optional fights just to be able to be leveled up enough. Like right now, I'm currently only on par with Faulkner's Ace at level 9. And I don't think Ember is going to be sufficient enough to be able to deal with his... to be able to deal with Pidgeotto. I don't see it being enough. Especially with it having Mud Slap. and it's going to see that that's super effective, and then accuracy drops that you have to deal with on top of that. That's going to be a problem. Is there an item up here? I don't remember. But we did get... Okay, so there's a Rattata. Can Rattata learn Rock Smash? I don't remember. Let me pull up Bulbapedia, because I do not recall. Like, I don't use the Rattata and Raticate lines too frequently, because I remember Fear Rattata, and Fear Rattata is just like, oh my god, why? So let's see, Gen 2. It cannot learn any HMs. Okay, so I can just knock it out completely. Don't have to worry about it. But I do want the experience, which is the only reason I'm even bothering with it. If I didn't need the experience, then I wouldn't. Was there an item? Yes, there was an item. What was it? X accuracy. Okay, so in future playthroughs, I don't have to worry about this item. It's been so long since I've actually played the Gen 2 games, like the actual Gen 2 games, that I don't remember exactly what items are what. Okay, we got the one-shot. So level 9 Houndour will one-shot with Ember. At least against a level 3 Rattata. Against a level 4 or higher, it takes 2. But when we get up to level 10, that's over a damage rounding threshold, so we'll be able to do a little bit more damage per. There we go. Good stuff, good stuff. Like, it is taking a little bit more time, for sure. But we definitely need it. Definitely need it. Nobody caught the Numel. Sad day. Numel is just unloved. It really is. It is one of those Gen 3 Pokemon that really has just been left to fade into nothingness. But it's also extremely slow with not great special attack, and it's quad weak to water types, which are all over the place, and especially in Gen 3. So, I mean, I can't really say I'm surprised that Numel has gone forgotten along with Camerupt, because when you're quad weak to both ground, or when you're quad weak to water type moves in probably the most abundant water type games, what do you do? Like, really, what do you do in that instance? But see, we're only level 10, and we're already almost all the way through Sprout Tower. There we go, we got a potion. Now, the good thing is that double battles have not been introduced in this gen. I don't think. I think it's just solo battles. I think Gen 3 is where they introduced double battles. So at this point in time, I should be alright just in general. There we go, we got the next guy that we're battling. So Sage Neil, again, every single trainer in here has Bellsprout. So if you have a fire type or a flying type, you can just clear it relatively easily. But it's an absolute problem for water types. Especially because I'm pretty sure every Bellsprout has... Even I haven't seen anything yet because I'm just out speeding and one-shotting every Bellsprout, but I'm pretty sure they all have Razor Leaf or Vine Whip, I think. Just don't remember off the top of my head. So for water types, it's a little bit of a problem. It's easy for psychic types as long as you have something like Confusion. Flying types are relatively easy because you'll just have you'll have Gust or Peck, which again, easy one-shots throughout. But the problem you run into is if you have most grass types in Gen 1 and Gen 2 have a secondary typing of Poison. Now, Poison Poison is super effective against grass types, so you'll at least have something to do with it, but, you know, it can easily become a little bit of an issue, because I don't remember, but in Gen 1, Bug type and Poison type were super effective against each other at the time. Now, however, it's not quite the case. Alrighty, yeah, no problem. Okay, so he just used the escape rope. Now this should be a relatively easy fight. We are level 11, which is actually really good. If I can get over level 13 before Faulkner, I'll be in a great spot, but I don't think I will. I think I'll be level 12. And that's even with fighting all of the, that's even with fighting pretty much every optional trainer. Because I am gonna fight both of his gym trainers. I'm gonna have to. I don't have a choice. Because even though they are optional, it's just... it's realistically the only way that I'll have enough levels. Oh, Wild Audino. Audino is great in Gen 5 just for experience games. If you can farm Wild Audinos, you're going to get a bunch of experience levels, which is just great to do. Okay, we got Flash, which really isn't super necessary in Gen 2, I'll be honest. It's kind of like, alright, sure. We got the escape rope. We are going to use that to get out. Just so I don't have to walk all the way around. Now, in Gen 3 and later, when you have the chance to use the running shoes, I don't use an escape rope there. So essentially Gen 4, right? Because it's not worth it to me to do it. Now, one thing I am gonna do, right, is I am going to give a berry to Houndour. Ugh. Excuse me. Because with Mudslap being there, I think it's going to be necessary. Oh yeah, I forgot. In Gen 2, you have to battle the trainers in Faulkner's gym. I forgot about that. Level 9 Spearow. Not going to do a whole lot of damage. Does over half, actually, so I'm okay with that. Used Peck. Now, I did bring potions in here just so that I could heal up and not pop the berry early, right? There we go. And yeah, nobody caught the Audino. No real big surprise there, if we're being honest. Switch where Ember is at just so I can spam it. Alright, and then down goes Pidgey. Yeah, like I figured I'm going to be stuck on level 12. So I'm not going to be up above that damage rounding threshold, and that's even with every optional trainer. And with quite a few, like, random encounters as well. So that's kind of one of those where it's like, Houndour is not going to be easy. At least once you get up to Faulkner. So he is going to have Mudslap. I'm going to have to just spam out Ember, I think. I'm going to get hit with Mudslap at least one time going against the Pidgey, because I don't think I can one-shot it unless I get a crit. Yeah, it didn't get a crit. So accuracy is going to drop, which could be a bit of a problem. Thankfully, Pidgey isn't very good. So Mudslap doesn't do a whole lot, but Pidgeotto is going to be a little bit physically stronger. Level 9, and also more specially defensive. Okay, so it goes for Gust. Okay, that's different. Went for Stab, I guess. I'm surprised it didn't go for Mudslap, although that might just be because of Faulkner's AI not being very good. And there's the berry popping, which is what we needed. And I didn't miss any embers. Good. Okay, so Pidgeotto at level 12 is a 3-shot from Houndour. And we get up to level 13, which gives us access to Smog. Now, I do not remember if in Gen 2, if Poison is no longer super effective against Bug. I do not remember. But I'm gonna have to teach Mudslap for the sole fact of there are gonna be Geodude trainers. in this next cave, so I think I'm gonna have to do it. So, that being the case, Houndour is gonna have to learn Mud Slap to be able to deal with them. We're gonna get rid of Leer. And I don't think Houndour and Houndoom can learn anything that is gonna activate the badge boost glitch. Okay, Professor assistant is Pokemon Center. Okay, sure. We are going to heal up. We are gonna save after we grab the egg. And I mean, Houndour and Houndoom did get a little bit of a buff once they got to once Gen 3 was released, because then they got access to I think either Intimidate or Flash Fire. So we are gonna buy a couple of escape ropes. And a couple of Pokeballs. We're gonna go this way real quick. Okay, so can't do that. I'll be honest, I am somewhat forgetting where everything is. Okay, so we got a paralyzed Cure Berry. Wait a minute, did this guy have anything? I don't remember. Okay, so we do get the Miracle Seed here. We do still get that there. That's good. Gotta fight this guy. Against a level 6 Rattata, I should be able to one-shot. Yep, there we go. And Zubat. Okay, so it is Poison Flying, so I wouldn't be able to use Mud Slap here. But I can just use Ember. Almost a one-shot, but he goes for Supersonic. Great. Which really, more than anything else, just wastes time. And there's the Leech Life. That should be neutral. Yeah. Hit myself in confusion again. That's nuts. I need to break through confusion. If I don't break through confusion here, I'm gonna be in a bad spot. There we go. Okay, so we broke out of confusion, knocked it out. Gonna have to use... Yeah, I'm gonna have to use... use a potion here. Let's get Houndour back up into the green. We'll also give a berry as well. We got to repel. Gonna fight this guy real quick. And here's a Nidoran. So this is where Mud Slap is actually gonna come in handy. There we go. 2-shot on the Nidoran. And that's where having any kind of ground type move is going to be super useful. Is against poison types, against rock types, against steel types especially. There we go. We're gonna knock out the Hoppip, get that to go away. Now, I am skipping some optional trainers. Not all of them, but some of them. Ooh, Wooper. Okay. Drop the accuracy. It uses water gun, but it missed. Let's hit Smog. I don't think Wooper's a ground type yet. No, it is. Okay. But we got the poison. So that's kind of why Smog is very useful. Even though Poison is a physical type move in this gen, it's just very useful to use. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. Holy shit, that hurts. You got the berry that pops. That gets me out of range. And we're going to keep having these accuracy drops, which is really big. And then there's the poison to finish it off. Good. Very good. That's what we like to see. So Youngster Gordon, I'm going to have to be wary of him on a second run. Because I think I kind of lucked through that with RNG on my side. Okay, we got a Great Ball. Ooh, Wild Dracloak. Go ahead, exclamation point Pokecatch in the chat. If you're playing that Pokemon community game, go ahead and use that exclamation point Pokecatch in it. Get those Pokemon that you need. See if you can't complete the Pokedex through the Pokemon community game. And challenge all of you. See if we can't manage that, right? Alright, we got going against the Bird Keeper here. Here is the Pidgey. Which, I mean, level 6, sure. And I'm still only level 13. That's... Oh, I just misclicked. That's on me. I didn't mean to misclick. So I took 5 points of unnecessary damage there. but this is kind of where that slow experience growth rate really hurts Houndour. Because he takes forever to catch up. I didn't get the Dracloak. That's insane. Like, I'm wondering how that constantly happens, where it's like, yeah, nah, not gonna, you don't get to catch it. So far, we've had no resets. We've had no blackouts or resets. We are going to heal back up at the Pokemon Center, though. And my dumbass forgot to save, so we're going to do that. We'll also be able to see exactly where we're at in game time as well, all upon save. Okay, so it's taken us an hour of in-game time to get to here. Which really isn't that bad. It ain't great by any stretch of the imagination, but it ain't bad either. There will come a point where I'll be able to go a little bit faster. Let's actually give another berry to Houndour. Just because there are ground type trainers in here. Okay, there's a Rattata. Level 4 Rattata, I'll be able to one-shot this. So it's just as fast to do this as it is to run. Plus, this gives me a little bit more experience, which is... Honestly, I need it. Houndour definitely needs it in every situation. Sandshrew. Okay. This one I won't be able to one-shot. So because of that, I'm not gonna bother. I'm just gonna run. Okay, so I won't need that item in the future. Because that's just next accuracy. Here's level 4 Rattata again. I think playing Crystal Legacy, I think I'll do that one as a hardcore Nuzlocke. Or just as a Nuzlocke, rather. Damn. Here's a Geodude. Okay. I'm not gonna take the chance of getting damaged at all. I am gonna have to fight this guy. I don't really have a choice because getting him to turn is a pain in the ass. Or you're constantly waiting. And I don't really feel like dealing with that. It's just... And I need the experience. Realistically, I need the experience. And, okay, so it is a 2-shot. And the accuracy drop is a big thing. There we go. But that experience, though, is so minuscule. Oh, Lord. And Mudslap doesn't have a lot of power points. So, not really the best that I could do here, right? But it is a 2-shot. There we go. So we'll take it as a 2-shot, right? And here's the third Geodude, which is a little bit higher level. I don't think I can 2-shot this. I think it's going to be a 3-shot. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a 3-shot. But he's only got Tackle, so I'm not all too concerned at the moment. Geodude, it's not until like Gen 3 or Gen 4 that he'll get something that's either rock or a ground type move this early on in the game. In Gen 1 and Gen 2, all he's got is Tackle. And Defense Curl. Like, that's really it. So, not really super concerned about that. It can definitely become an issue, but I'm not really worried. Okay, here's Zubat. Let's see, how much damage do we do against the level 5 Zubat? We should be able to one-shot. Yeah, we got the one-shot, okay. And every point of experience matters on the slow growth rate. Straight up it does. I am gonna need Geodude, I think. Because he should be able to learn Rock Climb as well as Strength and Rock Smash. So I think we need it for an HM Mule in this case. Because nothing else can learn Strength that I have currently. So we're going to need that. Okay, so that's just a Great Ball. So future reference, I won't really need that. But we are going to use a Repel here. What is this one? That's a potion. That's always useful to grab, actually. So we'll grab that. We'd be able to go downstairs, but we are going to fight this guy here. Okay, Flame Breather. Sent out Vulpix, sure. And this is kind of where Mud Slap is going to be kind of useful, actually. Now, the downside is I'm now out of Mud Slaps. My mustache is tickling my nose, guys. There we go. All right, we got a Poison Cure Berry. That's what we need here. All right, we were able to get past him. And Repel's effect wore off right there. All right, so let's go ahead and heal. Go talk to Kurt. And then we'll move through. Here we go. So we have our Flyer, we have our Cutter, we have our Strength and Rock Climb user. And we got a White Apricot. There we go. Okay, and there goes Kurt. We are gonna save here. I mean, that took us 9 minutes to get through the cave. And that was with doing a lot of extra battling as well. Here we go. And here's Rattata, sure. Level 9, I don't think I can one-shot that. But I can just use Ember. Almost a one-shot. Okay, so with a crit, that would be a one-shot. So that's not all too bad. There we go. And now we got another level 9 Rattata? Yeah, we do. Okay, so if we can crit or get a burn, that'll be a one-shot. Neither happened. Okay. But they keep going for Tail Whip, so I'm really not all too worried about that. There we go. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Got this girl we have to go against. Looks like it says Rocket Grunt, but that honestly does look like Jessie to an extent. Like a younger version of Jessie. I know it's not, but still. Level 9 Zubat. How much damage does this do from Ember? Almost a one-shot. Okay. And Leech Life, that's going to be 1 point of damage because Bug is resisted by fire. Yeah, so I'm not really worried about that. We are up to level 15, though, which is really nice. Now, Houndour evolves at level 24. So, that's going to be useful. Let's go Mud Slap here against the Ekans, because it is super effective. Nah. Okay, we got the accuracy drop. But it doesn't do enough. Because I'm definitely more of a special attacker. And with Stab, even though it's neutral, it does so much more damage. And I'm not doing like any damage calcs or like this is where I kind of need or would like to have Scott's Thoughts specific overlays for the what's it called? For the moveset and damage. As well as type effectiveness charts and all that stuff. So that's going to be something that I'm going to have to do. So again, shout out to Scott's Thoughts. You are an absolute... You're a fucking legend, man, when it comes to how you've programmed everything and set everything up, plus inspiring a whole generation of people to do solo runs and get back into Pokemon even more. So my hat's off to you, dude. Like, I forgot how much I missed the old Gen 1 and Gen 2 games and watching your solo runs for Pokemon Yellow as well as for Pokemon Crystal and other solo challenges. You've actually been the reason why I've gotten back into it. Like, I will 100% give you credit on that one, dude. Like, I forgot how relaxing and how entertaining it is to be able to play these games. Especially in their original formats. And there was a Gen 2 miss. We'll take that. You've also taught me things about the games that I had completely forgotten. So, again, I'm 32 years old, and I had completely forgotten some of the way that these games work in certain instances. And you've taught me some things that I never knew or that I had forgotten about. So, thank you, dude. Absolutely thank you. Level 14 Coughing. It's gonna be a 3-shot. There's the poison gas. Now, hopefully I can get a crit or a burn. If I can, then poison won't matter. Not quite. But if y'all haven't already, please go check out Scott's Thoughts over on YouTube. He's got amazing Pokemon content. And he's got a lot of resources for those of you that want to actually do solo runs. So if you haven't already, go check him out. Absolutely worth it. And I know for me personally, absolutely fantastic to throw his videos on when I'm ready to go to bed and just be able to listen to his videos. He's got a very calming and relaxing voice. I like it. It's good stuff. There we go. We got a lure ball. Alright. We got through the Slowpoke Well section. And that only took us 6 minutes. From save to save. So that's not bad. We are going to take on Bugsy first. Now, I don't need the levels for Bugsy. Bugsy will be relatively easy. But I am going to fight every trainer in here. And the only reason I'm doing it is because I'm going to need the levels for Whitney. So, because I'm in that slow experience rate, this is going to be the best time, especially with all bug types. This is going to be the best time to just one-shot everything and get as much experience points as possible. So I'm going to lose a little bit of time here, but, you know, I'm not all too concerned about it. Now, I know normally most people won't bother with all the trainers in Bugsy's gym. What up? How's it going? And yeah, sure, fire away. I'll answer what I can. I got no problem answering tech questions. There we go. Ryzen and Rayon, they work really well. So if you have a Ryzen along with it, so if you have a Ryzen CPU with the same gen Radeon graphics card, they actually work really well because I forget what the term is called, but they actually leverage each other's chipsets. So they work together fantastically. You'll get better results when you run an AMD paired with a Radeon than you will with like a AMD CPU with an NVIDIA card. Obviously, depending on the generation, like if it's a much older generation, it won't. But if it's like, say, a 7000 series or a 5000 series CPU, AMD, like a Ryzen CPU, like a Ryzen 5 5600X or whatever, then anything that's the 5000 generation or newer, they leverage each other because the chipsets actually communicate with each other, and it helps it resource usage across both sides of it. So you'll get a little bit better performance. Realistically, you don't need anything more than like 1080p if you're going to be streaming on Twitch, because you're capped at a 6000 bit rate going into Twitch unless you've signed up for the beta 2K thing, but that's one of those where you had to sign up for it and be accepted to the 2K streaming beta release. And most people don't have that. And quite frankly, 1080p is really all you need. Like 1080p at 60 FPS is really all you need for streaming on Twitch, because that's kind of the standard, right? Anything more than that, like you can do more than that on YouTube. You can go up to 8K, I think, on YouTube, but most people don't have the PC set to be able to do that. Which is not a big deal. Like, if you don't have the PC set to do it, you don't have the PC set to do it. But even then, you can still stream at 1080p perfectly acceptably over in YouTube as well. So, I mean, I'm running a Ryzen 5 5600X along with an NVIDIA 3060 graphics card. And I mean, you see how I stream. So yeah, like if you get it for $100, it also depends on the graphics card as well as the CPU chipset. Go to PC Part Picker and make sure the compatibility between the two is there. That's the best place to do it, because you can just go into their website and you can check the compatibility for it. And it takes all like 30 seconds to do it. You just put in what the CPU chip is, what the graphics card is, as well as what the motherboard is. And it'll tell you if it's compatible or not. Off the top of my head, I don't know if it's going to be compatible. PC Part Picker is the one that has all the stuff, and it's all automated. So you literally put them in. So you go to PC Part Picker, you go to build your own, you put in you put in all of your parts. So your motherboard, your CPU, your RAM, your power supply, your graphics card. And it'll tell you like, okay, this is all compatible, or it'll tell you if it's not compatible with something. Okay, Scyther with Fury Cutter. Just gonna have to hit Ember. Less than half. Went for Fury Cutter again. There's the double damage. I need to get a burn here. I should survive one more, actually. No, I don't. Okay. So there's a blackout. Damn. Okay. That's a reset. That's unfortunate, but that's a reset. So... okay. So because of that... does that reset? Let me go ahead and... I think I missed a trainer. Here, let me add in a text. We'll put the reset counter right there, I think. No, actually, we'll just put it in the top corner. That's that reset counter. Ryzen has a 3 in the corner. Elaborate on that. Not entirely sure what you mean by it has a 3 in the corner. The sticker on the PC? I don't know. Unless it's... Oh, so that might be a Ryzen 3 processor? Maybe? You'd have to pull up the spec sheet. Okay, so I did fight every trainer. So I'm going to fight every trainer in here, then I'm going to fight the rival. And then I'll come back and take on Bugsy. Because Fury Cutter does just enough to 3-shot. Like, I would have to get lucky and get a miss, I think. I think that's what I would have to do. Although, actually... Go to properties... Yeah, so I can do that. Just have black lettering. Easier. So usually if you go into settings on your PC, and you can kind of find what your you can find out what all is in the PC. You can find out what all your hardware is. So I forget off the top of my head what it all comes down to. Let me see. Got Kakuna here. And I won't learn Bite until level 20. Oh, Bramblegast. There we go. We're up to level 17. We got this trainer here that we gotta knock out. But I think I'll be a little bit too low of a level. I'm gonna save in front of Bugsy. We're gonna heal and we're gonna save in front of Bugsy because I think I'm gonna be slightly too low of a level. I think I need to be at level 18, which is above a damage rounding threshold, to be able to take out the Scyther before he takes me out. I think. But we're gonna give it one more shot, I think. Okay. So we've got in-game time of 123. Real time, we're probably around a similar time frame. It's probably a little bit ahead of it, honestly. But we're gonna give this one more shot. Oh, 14 Metapod really should be a Butterfree at that point. Like, to be honest, it really should. Here's Kakuna. I am full health. There we go. And here's Scyther. Okay. So this is kind of where... Yeah, so Scyther is going to outspeed. I'm not quite half, so I do 3-shot. I need a miss here. Now, do I survive the next one is the big question. I either need... Oh, we got the burn! We might actually win this if we can survive. We do survive. Okay, perfect. There we go. All right. And we're up to level 18. Good. All right. We take that, actually. So it only took one reset to beat Bugsy. And I think we needed that high roll and the burn. I think the burn is really what did it for us because it halved Scyther's attack. So... Now we don't learn Fury Cutter. We can't we actually just can't. Hi, dear. But let's go ahead and get out of Bugsy's gym. We're gonna save. So let us go ahead. We're gonna heal up first, then we're gonna go against the rival. Here we go. And he's going to start with the Ghastly. Houndour. Now, I'm going to go for Mud Slap here. Because it is physical. It's super effective. Accuracy drops. Yeah, there's the Spite. We'll go for Ember. There we go. There's the 2-shot. And here's Crocnaw. Let's go for Smog. Hopefully I can get a poison off. No. But I got a Gen 1 miss on Leer. Here's the water gun. Okay, that's a problem. I might take the Blackout. Hit Mud Slap. I might just be a little bit too low of a level. There's the berry. It's not going to get me up enough to survive, but hopefully I can get some misses. There's the crit, accuracy dropped, and it doesn't work. Okay, so I'm going to have to take the I'm going to have to take the reset here. Don't really have a choice. Have to take the reset. We are going to deposit everything. I think we're going to use the blackout method. So we're going to deposit Centrit, Pidgey, the egg, and Geodude. Because Croconaw is going to be a little bit of a problem here. Because I don't have Bite yet. I'm 2 levels shy of Bite. Which I think I really need for Croconaw, because I have no answers for water types yet. Let's use Ember. See how much that does to the Ghastly. Almost a one-shot. Went for Lick. Didn't get the Paralysis. But it is a 2-shot there. Go for Mud Slap. It's still gonna hit. Let's go for Roar. Barry comes out. Kill the Zubat. At the very least, because in this instance, Zubat's gonna give a decent amount of experience. Leech Life is only gonna do 1. Now I can't use any items in battle other than Pokeballs. So, and held items. Those are the only two types of items I can use. Just to remind everybody. Let's go for Ember. See how much that even does. It's probably not going to do much of anything. Not a lot. And there's the water gun. Okay, and I'm going to go down. But Blackout Method gets me more XP. Got the, well, it's the whiteout method technically. But that allows me to keep the XP. All he's got is the Zubat, the Ghastly, and the Croconaw. And so I have to hope for a burn on the Croconaw, I think. There's the paralysis, though. That's a problem. Yeah, that's a serious problem. And I don't want to use the Paralyzed Cure Berry yet. Just gonna hit Roar. And here's Zubat. Parafusion. This is gonna be rough. Okay. Alright. We broke through it, thankfully. But that's not good, though. And there's another water gun, and I'm gonna go down here. Yep. Okay. Gonna white out again. But we are getting more level, or we're getting more experience anyway. Alright, here's Ghastly. If I can avoid getting paralyzed, we're going to be in a better position. Okay, there's the lick. Don't get paralyzed. Okay, no paralysis. We are really like just one level away from being able to one-shot it, though. Oh, we are like 1 point of XP away. Holy shit. Just gonna go for Mud Slap and hope, I think. Hope for a miss. There we go, we got the miss. Just drop his XP as much, or drop his accuracy as much as possible. Got another miss. We want to get him to -6. He's at -3. This is where RNG is a really big deal. There's -4. There's -5. There's -6. He only hits me once. And we got the poison. And we got the miss again. Okay. This is where RNG really comes into play. And we still have green health for the Zubat. And we are up to level 19. That's really good. Alright, we'll take that. We will take that. And this should be a 2-shot. It might be a 3-shot because of that leech life, though. Nope, still a 2-shot. We're good. But there we go. All right. So it took us... Took us 3 attempts, and really it came down to accuracy drops with Mud Slap. But an item is in the PC. We are gonna save here. So it took us 24 minutes, or 10 minutes, I guess, of in-game time between Bugsy and the rival. Second rival fight. And we're going to grab all of our HM users back. Actually, we're going to deposit the egg because Togepi can't learn anything, so it's not useful. And we got a super potion from Mom. Good. Good, I'm glad you love Pokemon. Alright, now we gotta get Cut, which we can teach to Sentret. We are gonna battle pretty much every Pokemon we come across just to get as many levels as we can prior to Whitney. And there's two ways that we can go about going on Whitney. One of which is accuracy drop, two is flinching. Now, Miltank has a base 100 speed stat, so we're gonna need to... Damn. So we're gonna probably have to go with accuracy drops with Mud Slap, I think. I think that's gonna be our only real option, and get a miss from rollout and break the rollout streak. Now let's see here. Alright, so Caterpie's down. Gotta chase him back. Another Caterpie. The good thing is that Ember has a lot of power points. So I can pretty much get through just about everything with it. There we go. And you saw how little that experience gave. Damn. Kakuna. $71 XP gives nothing. There we go. We got Cut as a TM. There we go. We got Cut out, and now we can move on. And I think I'm gonna learn Bite over Roar. Then we'll get Feint Attack next, which it's great for any type of accuracy drop issues. Now, I might be able to learn Headbutt. I'm not entirely sure. But let's open Bulbapedia real quick. And let's go to Houndour. Scrolling, 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 scrolling. Learn set, Gen 2. Okay, so we can learn Headbutt. It's going to be a bit more powerful. We might learn Headbutt over Smog, I think. So we might do that, actually. Because Headbutt, there's the chance to flinch. Take that over Smog, just for the power points. Because, I mean, honestly, even, like, all poison-type moves are physical as well. So realistically, it might be better just to not have Smog because I'm not really a physical attacker and it's only 20 base power. Like, yes, there's a chance to poison, but 70 base power move, chance to flinch. Got an antidote. That's going to be useful. Let's see. There we go. We got the TM for Headbutt. We're actually going to save it for the time being. Got an Ether. All right. I'm not going to teach Headbutt yet. But we definitely need to fight this trainer. It's an optional fight, but we definitely need the XP. I'll be honest. Without the XP, I think Whitney is going to be damn near impossible. And let's face it, Whitney is already a hard fight to begin with. And especially for fire types because she has rollout and Miltank's physical attack is really good, its speed is really good, its HP stat is really good. So I'm going to have to get accuracy drops as well as a burn, I think, on Whitney, just to be able to win against her. Now, let me actually double check something on Bulbapedia. I don't remember if Houndour gets any setup moves. It gets Curse. Okay. So it gets Curse. It does get Shadow Ball. Which Shadow Ball over Bite is going to be pretty good. Well, I don't know. It's going to be difficult, though. I think it's going to be difficult no matter what I do. If anybody can search where Curse is at, that would be fantastic. Or at least where the Curse TM is at, because I do not remember. I really do not. There we go, level 20. So we are going to learn Bite here. We're going to learn that over Roar. And here is Sandshrew. Okay. So this is where Bite, I think, is going to come in handy. There we go. We got Stab, Dark type, special damage, with a chance to flinch. Alright, now hit that Bite again. There we go. Easy enough. Snubble. Okay. There we go. Let's see what we get here, right? Mankey, okay. And we were able to one-shot it, good. Now the problem I'm going to have, right, is I'm going to have an issue against the Poliwrath, I think. Although, I might be able to use Shadow Ball. I might be able to swap out for Shadow Ball. And be able to take it out there. Okay, we got an odd egg. All right. And here's Psyduck. And this is kind of where Bite is going to really come in handy. Because against water types, I need something that's not just fire type damage. There we go. All right, we are in Goldenrod. There we go. And this is where we're going to be able to get the bicycle, which is definitely going to be necessary. And we're going to go through and we're going to fight all of these trainers here. There's Mud Slap. That's going to be a 2-shot. There we go. Vulpix goes down. I forget what level Whitney has her Miltank at, but I definitely need all the experience I can manage. There's Sandshrew. Should just be able to use Bite. There we go. Bite again on Meryl, and that's a 1-shot as well. And it's a crit 1-shot, so... he'll take that, I guess. All right. All right. Double team Pikachu. We're gonna have to hit Mud Slap here. Okay. We did get through the double teams, thankfully. Because let's face it, double team strats, along with the parafusion strats, are so obnoxiously cheesy. Diglett, okay. Just gonna go for Bite. I want to get to level 24. I don't think I'll be able to prior to Whitney, because I want to get Houndour. Because at that point, then my special attack is going to go way up. My speed is going to go way up. And quite frankly, that's really necessary. But I don't think I'm getting enough experience from these trainer battles to be able to make that happen. So I think I'm going to be stuck with Houndour. I think I'm just going to be stuck with it. Unless I do a lot of grinding on wild Pokemon, which I really don't want to do. Alright, here's Voltorb. Just gonna go for Mud Slap. Yeah, 43 XP, that ain't nothing. There's a level 4 Volt, or level 6 Voltorb. There we go. Level 10 Voltorb, hit Mud Slap again. Not quite, but accuracy dropped. There's Screech, but it failed. Hit the Ember. Then level 14 Voltorb. I can't one-shot it with Mud Slap. Okay. There we go. So we're up to level 22. Our special attack is getting much better. This dude should have a Magmar, I think. Yeah. Level 11 Magmar. Okay. Hit the Mud Slap. Accuracy drop. It hit Leer. I do outspeed. Hit Bite. There we go. Decent experience. Not great, but decent. And then here's the second Magmar. Level 13. Let's hit Mud Slap again. Not quite half, but accuracy drop. Using Smog, it's trying to get the poison. Most fire types actually get Smog. Okay, so that's the poison there. I do have an antidote in my box, or in my bag, so. So I'm not all too concerned, if I'm being honest. There we go. All right. All right, so that's pretty much as I'll be able to do. Let's go down and heal. All right, here we go. Gotta go into the radio tower. You need the radio card. You can buy a regular berry at the mart. That's crazy. Okay. Okay. I haven't played the Game Corner in a long time, so I totally forgot on that one. There we go. All right, we got the radio card. Good. We are going to battle every single trainer in here. Centrid, okay. There we go. Critical hit bite. Came in with 3 Centrets. Only one of which has quick attack. I mean, sure. Easy 2-shot. A crit with a 1-shot. Now let's see. Let's go ahead. I do have my drink though. Now the question is going to be, how many resets is it going to take for Whitney? There we go, crit 1-shot. Did it need a crit? No, it didn't. Okay. Got the next trainer here. Now, I know Morty is going to be, like, super easy. We're going for Bite because I want the flinches if I can. Ooh, Charm. But Dark-type moves are special, so not really a big deal. There we go. And I don't know about the rest of you, but most people did not realize back in the day that that Whitney's gym is shaped like a Clefairy. I know I didn't when I was growing up. Jigglypuff goes down in 1. Another Jigglypuff. Do we go down again in 1? Yes, yes we do. Alright, good. And a third Jigglypuff. There we go. We beat Bridget. We are going to give the berry to Houndour. Going to use the ether. And we are going to save. Okay, so we're at 2:06 in-game time to get up to Whitney. I mean, realistically, we're not making terrible time. The big problem is the resets. We've had 4 resets, or whiteouts. Here's Clefairy. At level 18, okay. So we're gonna go for Bite. Try to get either a crit or a flinch. You got the flinch, alright. So that is really big. And here's Miltank. All right. Now, Miltank might outspeed us. Yeah, it does. Okay. Ooh, critical hit. If I survive this, I don't. Okay. Okay. So that's unfortunate. So gotta reset. So that's 1 reset against Whitney. But on the plus side, that's not bad. So I think we actually might be able to... We might be able to go ahead and actually, like, just brute force our way through. Hit Bite. Hope for a flinch. Nope. Hope for Metronome to do nothing. Oh, it used Return. Yeah, that hurts. That was a crit, too. Hit Mud Slap first. Hope for a miss. And we don't get the miss. Damn. Okay. Okay. So I think our best bet, actually, because with a crit, I almost can one-shot. So I think what we do here is we leave the gym, we find every single trainer that we can possibly fight. And then we evolve into Houndour. And maybe Houndour will have enough special attack and speed to outspeed Whitney. But at 23, I don't have that. So let's fight all the trainers down here. Grimer, okay. Used Harden, okay. Just gonna go for bite. Got the one shot. Okay. We need a little bit more. We need to get that level up. Yes, 23 is a damage rounding threshold, but I need the evolution. Lick a tongue. Okay. We're gonna go for bite. Cut. Okay. We are really close. We got the coin case. All right, good. All right, let's see here. So, Magnemite. I should be able to just hit Mud Slap. And should one shot, because that's going to be quad effective. Yeah. Voltorb. Hit Mud Slap again. Not quite a one shot. There we go. Magnemite, easy Mud Slap. That's an easy choice. This should put us over the edge to have Houndour. Yeah. Yeah, special attack 53. And then one more Mud Slap. There we go. There we go. And Houndour is going to evolve into Houndour. Got one more fight here. Pokemaniac Donald, alright. Slowpoke, sure. Boom. And another Slowpoke. Here we go. So, there we go. We're gonna go ahead and heal. We're also going to deposit, and if we have to, we'll do the whiteout method. But I think we might have enough to get through with Houndour. Because when it was Houndour, our special attack... Yeah, our special attack was 53, now it's 67. The big problem we have is our defense is at 34. Our special defense really isn't that bad, though. All right, at 213, we're taking on Whitney. We have 6 resets currently. One thing I do need to do, though, is... Oh, wrong one. Need to go here. Go over to Houndour. Learn set for Gen 2. There we go. Actually, one more thing that I'm going to... is I'm gonna see what it... There we go. There we go. And that's Houndour's stats. And the moveset. Or at least the level up learn set. So let's see. If we use Bite here, that one shot, it does one shot with a crit. Okay. So this, I'm gonna... Now, the big question is do we outspeed? We do outspeed. Perfect. And we got the flinch. And this should be a 2-shot. Okay, so to defeat Whitney, you need Houndour. Because 1, you outspeed, so you can potentially flinch. And it does 2-shot. So Houndour needs that. So now we know where we need to be at for At least for Whitney. There we go. So the whiteout method isn't necessary, but it does kind of help if you're a little bit under-leveled. There we go. Oh, hold on a second, guys. We're gonna do something right quick. Gonna get the fan at least moving. Right. Get some more air flowing through the GPU. So normally I don't do manual tuning, but I really have not been hearing the fan going for the GPU, which concerns me a little bit. Oh, wait a minute, I forgot something. I need to go get that water pail. Which is going to be right here. Here we go. I gotta go talk to the girl first. God damn it. That's annoying. Get the quick claw here. There we go. Quick claw might come in handy, although realistically Houndour is already super fast to begin with. Okay, we got an ice berry. Got a trainer here. This guy should have a Kadabra. So that should be an easy knockout right there. Yeah, he's got Abra and Kadabra. That's going to be really simple with Bite. Boom, there we go. And here is Abra again. There we go. Okay, Mom got another item. Again, I don't need the levels when it comes to Morty's gym. However, I'm gonna need them for, not for price really, but definitely for Chuck. Because of the water and fighting weaknesses that I have. Okay. And now we've got one trainer here that we have to fight. All he's got is a Venonat, so I'm not all too concerned, to be honest. Just hit one Ember. That should be easy. Boom, there we go. You gotta talk to them in a certain order, which I always forget about, which is just kind of obnoxious, really. Alright, Sudowoodo. You can go ahead and take this down. There's a low kick. Yeah, that hurts. Neutral, and almost does it in. Rock throw, that's gonna hurt. But we make it through. And then we're gonna get healed all the way up. Here we go. And then this should be pretty easy. Just go for bite. We got the crit. All right. Clefairy, go for bite again. There's Bill. We are going to need something that's going to learn Waterfall and Whirlpool. The red Gyarados should do it. All right. And we are going to save here. Because we're at 2:28 in-game time. Got to go to the burn tower. Okay, not that way. Rattata, not useful. I am gonna have to pick up some... I'm gonna have to pick up some repels. No way that I won't be able to. Okay, and we got the third fight. Okay, Haunter. That's going to be an easy one-shot. Boom. Easy. There we go. Level 26. Here's Croconaw. I'm going to go for Bite again. Hope for flinches. Yep, we got the flinch. Good. That's what we like to see. And Magnemite, which we're just going to go for Ember here. I think Mud Slap at this point is almost useless. It's not quite useless, but it's almost useless. Just because the damage behind it is nowhere near where I need it to be. If we check Bulbapedia real quick, right? Go to the Gen 2 learn set. The only ground type move I learn is Mud Slap. It's a little bit of an issue. I mean, it could potentially be a problem. Like, if I learned Dig or if I learned Earthquake, that would be much better. Fell down the hole. And here is Raikou, Entei, and Suicune. Boom, 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 boom. All right. And what is down here? Coughing. Which, if I'm not mistaken, can't really learn anything useful as far as HMs are concerned. But I will take the free experience for a one-shot. Boom, boom. Now, let's just go straight for Morty. I think I'll do this in 2 parts because this has been, I mean, a pretty significant this has been a significantly long time, so I think I'm going to break up this solo line run. Into multiple parts. If I do that, then, I mean, we should be in decent shape. At least for as far as YouTube is concerned. And thankfully, I did put markers, so it should be easy for me to do it. Okay. And I really dislike how this floor is, I'll be honest. Like, this is kind of one of the more obnoxious ones for me. Like, yeah, I gotta fight every single trainer, sure. That's not a big deal. It's just like, come on, bruh. Now, the good thing is I do outspeed and outdamage everything. But it's the movement time that definitely causes a little bit of an issue. There we go. And all he's got is a Haunter, so this should be an easy one. I mean, I've got 12 uses of Bite left, but everything should be a one-shot, so I don't even need to bother healing, I don't think. There we go. There's one down. We're almost to level 28, which is over a damage rounding threshold, so... And I should be able to knock out all of Morty's Pokemon with one shot. Maybe I might run out of Bite PP and have to use Ember once, but I don't think so. 'Cause I'll have 9 uses left. But I will take Shadow Ball. Yeah. I'm gonna give it Shadow Ball over Smog. Because Smog, 1, being physical, and 2, only having 20 power. I don't think it's gonna be really helpful. Plus, I'll be badge boosted for Ghost type moves with Shadow Ball, so... And you don't get a badge boost for Poison types until Koga. So I think Shadow Ball will be the better choice. And you get Shadow Ball from Morty. Yeah, here's Gengar. I should outspeed. Yeah, I outspeed, and this should one-shot. Yep, it does. Good. Yeah, so Morty is super easy if you have any dark types. If you have any dark types that have bite, it's cakewalk. There we go. Level 29, good. There we go. We got the Fog Badge. We're going to get a boost to any Ghost type moves. Ghost type moves are also physical. That's the other thing. But 80 base power versus 20 base power. Yeah. I'll take that all day. Alright, guys. We are going to call the game here for the time being. We'll be on next time tomorrow for Twitch when I get back home. I do have something I have to do in the middle of the day. So once I get home, I'll be back and we'll start the stream then. But for all of you on YouTube, if you want to see more of this content, go ahead and give me a like, subscribe, let me know in the comments section down below. You'll catch everybody next time. This is going to be part 1. Much love, everybody. Peace.